So Dr. Bruce Lipton and myself have been talking about collaborating and creating a new book series for tweeners. Something that we can combine science with self-empowerment so these kids can really soar, especially those who have gone through the Max Rhyme series. And so I asked that question basically for the benefit of the parents out there on how beneficial it would be for children to have already gone through the Max Rhyme series from that 0 to 7 range before they age upward into that tween section and get into a new book series. In other words, what if they weren't predisposed to the earlier series when their brain was much younger and more wide open? It's a short answer, but he's very good. Being the world's leading authority in epigenetics and a cellular biologist, you got to hear his answer. He's coming up next.
From a science perspective, is there a way to quantify how much further ahead a child would be from having memorized the Max Rhyme series prior to reading this new series for tweeners versus a child who has not?
Quantifying a person's character and perspective and their psychology and their emotions and all that is really the result of those tests that sociologists and psychologists give. So the data will be found in that. The question is, do I think a child will be further ahead from having memorized the Max Rhymes before age 7, before they get into the tweeners version? The answer is, well, absolutely. Because once you put the seeds in the first 7 years, those seeds can be used to build a better and bigger picture when reading the tweeners book. So it's, here's my basic science, and now here's my advanced science in a way of studying science. I can't do advanced science if I didn't really get the basic science down. Can I enhance the child's ability to be furthered in their life by having them read or have been read to the Max's Rhymes before age 7 and then read the tweeners? It would be much more effective to download the message of the tweeners book having been pre-downloaded with the messages from the Max Rhymes books. That's just an obvious understanding. A child who has not had the foundation may have behaviors that don't even support the kind of new stuff that you would read in the tweeners. So reading the first set supports reading and getting understanding out of the second set. You can still get understanding out of the second set if you didn't do the first one, but it'd be a little bit more difficult to really download them and make them behaviors, because by 7 you already are getting your downloads. And if you don't have really good behaviors by age 7, yes, you can change it by reading a tweeners edition, but will that change occur as fast as if I already had the right programming to be receptive to it? The answer is no. So, yes, the answer is simple. There would be an advantage for a child to get the first 7 years and then jump to the next level using the tweeners edition. And yet, an older child can still get the information out of the tweeners edition. It's just not going to be as efficient as it would be as if they did have the first 7-year foundation, which supports a behavior that would encourage increasing the quality and character of an individual's life that would be found in the tweeners book. So, simple answer, if the child gets the first 7 years with the Max Rhymes, the tweeners book is going to be much more empowering and effective in altering their lives. If the child didn't get the first 7 years with Max Rhymes, they still would have an effect from reading a tweeners book, but it wouldn't be as effective as if they did get the first 7 years. So it works for any age, but it works much better with a pre-learning of Max Rhymes in the first 7 years.